Google. Let's go get them again.
What's going on, fragrance family? Welcome to another Samplin' Samples Sunday. Every Sunday, we are sampling. This series is where I wear a scent as much as the sample lets me. Not all samples are made the same. They are usually my scent of the day. I wear them once, twice, and if the sample's big enough, 3, 4 times. And I'm gonna give you as much detail as I can and give you my final thoughts on, I'm gonna get a full bottle of this stuff. Is this sample not enough? Or maybe I'm not really that interested. I might get another sample to try it out maybe several months later, or simply this is the end of this sample. I'm not interested in this fragrance. We're gonna see at the end of this video. Now, today's little sample is from Lucky Scent again. I purchased a whole bunch of Lucky Scent samples back in 2020, 2021 when I was off YouTube. So you're gonna see a lot of these, and you might see bottles in the back end of these sampling samples, just as an FYI, just because while I'm sampling, now I got the bottle. So here's one of them. This is from Lucky Scent, and this is from the brand of Parfums Dusita. And this one right here, this brand, new to my channel. I've spoke about this brand, but just off the cuff a little bit. And this is Oudh Infini. This one, of course, has like, let's say, cult following. The real fragrance community in the back end knows all about this particular release. This one has been hyped within our community. And then there's, of course, distractors too. So these are the type of fragrances that you should sample. There's a lot of people out there that are gonna say, too expensive, not the best dude in the game. And then there's some that, this is a holy grail fragrance. You gotta have this. So those are the type of fragrances that there's so much noise. Sampling is awesome for that. You know, there's no clear-cut winner, we'll say. And this is one of those that I really wanted to sniff myself. And the best way of doing it, sampling. So this is the first on this channel from this brand, and I think I've started with a great one, and I look forward to introducing this brand and maybe delve more into the brand later on. And this is where you guys come into play. Comment below, let me know what else should I try out from this brand. I know there's a few of them that are interesting to me, but we'll see what you all say. So today I picked this one because of that polarizing take from different noses that I respect. This thing being challenging, hard to wear. Some people say it smells like a pig in mud. Those are the type of reviews that sell me, as you know. So I can't wait to delve into this, and I hope that I introduce this brand to a lot of you that have the similar type of nose as me. So let's go under the hood. Let's take a look at some stats on this one. It was released back in 2015, so it's not a new release. Concentrations extrait de parfum, so it's a high-end grade. And the nose behind this one is Passara Uma Vijani. The major notes to my nose are the oud, the rose, and the civet. Yes, there's civet in this one, a boatload of it. Let's get into it. Now let's finish off this little sample that I have here. There's not much juice left, and remind me of this introduction. Oh, woo, that introduction. Yeah, if you like old school scents, this is right up your alley. There's nothing, it really reminds me of older scents. Right off the bat, the scent opens with a beautiful, beautiful rose note. And then bam, civet hits you, musks, and oud, and it hits you hard. It's beautiful, but it also can be daring to a nose that isn't used to this kind of stuff. Me, I love it. I love that this isn't a typical rose oud combo. That's something that I was kind of scared of. And that civet is what the doctor ordered in my case. And I absolutely love it. The civet here is big and bold, and I love it. A little bit of orange blossom here running through the veins of this release is trying to get your attention. But with big punching notes like oud, civet, it's a hard sell for this note to actually gravitate to your nose. But it's a beautiful addition to this opening. The rose itself is green, it's dry, but the civet dominates the opening of this scent, giving its familiar animalic touches paired with a very solid oud note. Even though the oud is in the name, the musks and the civet really are the stars of the show. The opening has some challenges to it, no doubt about it, but the scent mellows quite a bit from the opening and shows its beautiful blend more into, of course, the dry down. I feel like this opening is civet heavy, supported by oud, and a nice backdrop of orange blossom and rose. That's the best way of me describing this particular release. A lot going on, a lot of interesting combinations. There is some challenges there, not for me, but I know a lot of noses won't like this, but beautiful, beautiful opening, and it has some complexity to it, which puts a smile on my face. Now, get more into the dry down. The heart of this scent mellows to a beautiful Oud Civet Rose combo. Those are the backbone of this scent. The blend is outstanding. The rose is the least potent of the three in my wearings. There's an undertone of sandalwood in this release in the background, so it's very soft, but gives a slight woody aspect to the release. There's not much of a woody aspect personally in this scent, by the way. So to some expecting this like a oud wood-centric release. No, it's more about the musks, the rose, and that civet. It really is all about that. There's some slight woody aspects here, but not much. So it's not a big woody scent. There's a little bit of benzoin in here and vanillic quality that I detect in the dry down. A lot of complexities in this release. It's a very complex scent, and the sample from Lucky Scent let me down. It didn't give me enough to enjoy every aspect of this one. And that happens with and that's what I want to expect from a niche release. Not all the time, but you know, the big, bold, daring ones, that's what I want. I want this Lucky Scent sample being drained, and I feel like I haven't had enough of the scent. And this is one of those samples from Lucky Scent that's not enough to dissect this scent. I showed a little glimpse of it, and I think I got it as far as what the Lucky Scent sample gave me, as far as giving you as much info as I can. But it did show me its worth, and that's what I want to get from a Lucky Scent sample, is it worth it or is it not? And it showed me some worth here. Really well done by Pissarro. Now let's get into Seasons Day Night Versatility Performance. Seasons, I feel like this is a bigger, bolder scent. It's made for these Canadian fall and winter seasons. You could probably stretch it into a spring, overcast, rainy night, maybe something dark and gloomy. This would go really well for that day or night. I feel like this is more of a nighttime scent than a daytime casual wear scent. You're definitely not going to be dressing this one up, but casually at night, yes, I could see that. Versatility, that opening, you're gonna have to be patient with it. As far as versatility, I think it's below average. I just can't see it as being a versatile scent per se. And you need a couple of these in your collection that are more in tune with what you like, what you love. This is one of those. It's just, versatility is just not there. Performance, longevity, it did well. This is what I want from a big, bold, punching fragrance. 10 to 12 plus hours of longevity, easy. Beast mode projection, this thing projects. Even with that little sample, this thing projected really, really well. So at the end of the day, Oudh Infini by Parfums Dusita is a great introduction to my channel, yes. Some say that, you know, I'm a little daring to go with that one. Well, that's the one that everybody talks about. I gotta start with the one that's, you know, if they can do this right, they may be able to do other things right, and that's where I go with it. So I hate to say this, but this scent was recently discontinued. I found that on social media by the brand back in November-ish of 2022. So it's a recent discontinuation. So you can still find bottles, but they discontinued this scent because of availability of ingredients to continue to build it the way it was initially built by Pissarro. So kudos to them. I respect discontinuation and the reasoning. I kudos to the brand for announcing that, saying why, all that, perfect. I respect the brand for that. If that's the reason why not? I think it's one of the stars, at least personally for me. I haven't tried them all, but I think it's one of the stars of the brand, so it's kind of sad to see. But this scent gets all kinds of hate and love. It's polarizing. The price itself, out of this world for a bottle of this. It is expensive. So that is something that you're gonna see reviews of that. People saying it's too expensive for what you get, all that. So keep in mind when others say about a scent, you know, if they're saying that this fragrance is too oudy, not oudy enough, it's daring, it's too expensive. You're gonna get all these kind of comments with the scent. And that's where I was just like, trust your own nose. And that's one of those scents that the reviews are all over the place. And And it's sample worthy scent, 100%. I think this is sample worthy. Check it out before the internet dries out, especially if this is in your price range. I think this fragrance is an absolute stunner. You know I love it when the sample itself does no justice for me to dissect the whole thing, and I want more of it. When I tell myself what a great scent this is and I want more of it, you know it's bottle worthy. So if you enjoy animalics, and I think that is the main factor in this release, yes, there's rose, yes, there's oud, yes, there's musks, and there's all kinds of things in this release. This is a must sniff. If you like animalics, it just did the job well. So if I had to give it a score currently, and this is where it's gonna be polarizing, I'm gonna get comments from different sides, I think this is a 10 out of 10. I'm gonna give this one a perfect score off of sample. It is bottle worthy. I got a bottle, just FYI, and I can't wait to actually unbox that one. I'm looking at it right now that it is gonna be coming in the coming months for me to unbox it and have my own bottles. My first bottle from the brand of Dusita. I just had to get it, and I got it at the end of 2022, right before they announced discontinuation, which was uncanny. So now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. I know there's going to be different types of comments. I can't wait to sift through the comments section and see the hate and the love and the interest in this brand. But as always, a great or poor fragrance will make a lasting impression. With this one, it will. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching.